I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
No one knew where it came from.
What is that?
No one knew where it led.
We've opened up a doorway to a world we know nothing about.
And now, no one knows
I can't make it work without the seventh symbol.
how to get back.
You got 7 minutes.
What a rush. Stargate, rated PG-13, starts Friday.
Hey, this is Matt. Once again, we're about to another review. Again, if you're wondering what that noise is, it's a fan, because once again, it is hot. And I do not want to melt like a popsicle. But Albin, very nice person, sent me a few requests by using my PayPal. If anyone out there ever interested, requested pretty much any type of video or review or movie topic or whatever type of video, you just send the request directly to my PayPal or join me on my Patreon. Both of those links will be down in the info box. If not, no worries, but if so, thank you so much. And one of the films he wanted me to talk about is Stargate. Now, Stargate from 1994 is one of those films that, of Roland Emmerich's filmography, that I do like, but I've never loved. Because, okay, the positives, Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell is the motherfucking man. It's Kurt fucking Russell. Okay, Snake fucking Plissken, Jack fucking Burton, RJ motherfucking McCready, Mr. motherfucking Cash, with his buddy Tango. It's Kurt fucking Russell. And he does a great job once again with sort of the Duke Nukem haircut. In fact, he would have made a good Duke Nukem. I could see that back in the day. And you also have James Spader, who I love James Spader. One of the reasons I could watch Supernova, as bad as that is because James Spader's great in it. It's not a good movie, but James Spader's great. Him and his character deserved a much better movie. But I'm a big fan of James Spader. He was in Bad Influence, which I liked. He's been in other stuff. And they work very well together in this. The score is fantastic. It's one of those scores that has been used in countless upon countless movie trailers. Like, when you listen to the score, especially the sequence where the main bad guy gets killed at the very end, that piece of music during that, where the bomb gets put into the pyramid spaceship and it blows up, that piece of music is in countless movie trailers soon after this came out. Fantastic score. There's fun moments. I mean, Kurt Russell says, "Give my regards to King Tut, asshole," and pushes his device that cuts the motherfucker's head off and teleports his ass to another part of the universe, so to speak. And I would say the beginning portions of the film, where they're in the research facility and they have the Stargate itself and they're looking at the symbols, in a weird way, that was the more interesting part of the story to me. The effects for the time and the budget worked fine, perfectly fine, again, for that time and budget. The look of the pharaoh type of outfits with the spears that shoot out, I don't know what the hell kind of death rays, not really death rays, but they shoot out shit that will kill your ass. I like Carolco's character. I like the idea of a guy whose son has committed suicide, so he's a bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, so you find out he's been on this death wish. And ultimately, that changes. Because when they get to the other side, so to speak, there's a younger person that he kind of connects to as if it was his son. That, I enjoyed that portion of it. There's some good practical effects. The big bison type of creature that drags James Spader around. There's a lot of good elements to this movie is what I'm getting at. So why don't I love it? How come I've always had an issue with it? As stupid as this sounds, bear with me. Ever since I first saw this as a kid, all this build-up. What's through the Stargate? It's a Stargate. That means technically go anywhere in the universe. What are we going to see for the senses of the eyes, and what visuals are we going to see? And then they go through the Stargate, and it's just a bunch of fucking sand. I sound like the motherfucker in Star Wars. I hate sand. Just fucking sand. And I went, a chunk of the film is in this fucking dark ass pyramid, talking, and then there's a shitload of sand. It's just a real disappointment. Of all the places I did, on one end I did it because of the story with the Egyptians and the little backstory we see at the very beginning of the film and what that pertains to, and aliens. I get it. Obviously, if you don't deal with Egyptians, sand is going to be a part of it. Duh. I get that, but it's just the idea of a Stargate. And I thought it had such a strong build-up. And then you go through it, and it's just this dark-ass area that, where they first arrived, just seemed like a cheap set, honestly. It got better after that, but then they look outside, just a bunch of fucking sand and a few pillars, and I'm like, oh, that's it? That's it? I think that's my issue. I don't think this has as much spectacle as I would have wanted. Because Kurt Russell, he's done sci-fi, but not... I imagine if you went to another world and you really go all out with the visuals of that world, like an alien version of a Blade Runner city, it's just... the sand could be a part of it, but not the entire fucking thing. I mean, I like the little pyramid spaceship that goes into the sky, and then after giving the Ricard the Teen Tut asshole, they send the fucking bomb up there. But I just... Carolco gets to be a badass, using the spear to shoot some motherfuckers. Like I say, you got that badass line. James Spader, it kind of gets to a point, doesn't really have much to do. He gets shot, he gets killed, Raw what brings him back just because I want to show them who they're true. I'm like, well, you killed him. Doesn't that automatically show them? I don't understand why he brings James Spader back. Like, he's killed But he brings him back because I want to show them who the real God is. But he's dead. Wouldn't showing him his dead body or his head on a stick kind of prove your point too? Because they made it seem as if we cannot be killed because we are these godlike figures. And then when the inhabitants see that, wow, they could be killed like anybody, then they like, okay, let's kick their ass. Let's kick the shit out of them. But again, for the bad guy, who is, I believe, Jaye Davidson, the guy who was in The Crying Game, which all I think about is Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, crying in a fucking shower. Einhorn is Lois. Lois is a man. It's the crying. That's funny. Like Ace Ventura, I think more of The Crying Game than the actual fucking movie The Crying Game. But anyway, getting off that topic. This with me, I don't understand that rationale. Like, here's his dead body. You thought he was a god? Well, I killed his ass. Look at his dead body. Poke him with sticks. Whether you're a personal stick or other sticks, I don't care, because I'm God. So tough shit. G-O-D, guaranteed on delivery of my ass whoopage onto you, unless you do what the fuck I say. He didn't speak like that, but that'd be a different movie. Maybe if Andrew Dice Clay was Raw. Or Raw, not Raw, like Monday Night Raw. But so it does have good elements to it. It's just the spectacle I thought was missing. I thought the whole pyramid like environment just wasn't as interesting to me. And then, funny enough, they did a TV show. Roland Emmerich, the director, and Dean Devlin, the writer, wanted to do a trilogy of movies, which I would guess they would go to different realms. I don't know what they would have been. But then something happened, and then some other people did the TV show, and Roland Emmerich and Dean Devlin were pissed off about that. I didn't watch much of the TV show. I've seen snippets of it. Richard Dean Anderson from MacGyver. It definitely seems as if they went a lot more variety of worlds. Which maybe that would have been cool here if they went into more than one world as a Stargate, but just, again, there's a bunch of sand and more sand. It just took some of the zest, like zestfully clean. No, yeah, just the zest, like the adrenaline was taken away a bit, because I just wasn't that impressed with the environment, because there's only so much you do. Look at sand and soldiers, including French Stewart, really enough, playing the role seriously as one of the soldiers, kind of stuck by this dark, not that exciting looking of a set area, and there's a windstorm, and just it's like a build up, and then ever since I first saw this back, I still remember that feeling. Because I didn't know much about this film. I had not seen a trailer to it. I just saw, oh, Carolco. I love Carolco. Because at that point I had seen Big Trouble in Little China and Tango and Cash. Oh, okay, this guy James Spader seems cool. All this build up and getting the symbols and this cool looking practical gate. And I like the old woman. I forget her name, but I like that actress. And then it was weird seeing Carolco with that haircut at the very beginning. It's a haircut I've never seen him wear before or since. It's like he had like the River Phoenix haircut from Last Crusade, or something like Indiana Jones Last Crusade, like the River Phoenix. Like, I swear it was like that type of haircut. I've never seen Carolco have that haircut before or since. And then sadly James Spader again, he shot, killed, brought back for no reason. I want to show them who the real Raw is. But he's dead. Show his dead body. You've won. You've bring him back to life. Doesn't fucking do anything. It's like, he's dead. Look at his dead body. He's not a god. If he's a god, how come he's dead, motherfuckers? But no, he brings him back as stupidity. What, to showcase the device? Okay, have them kill one of the guards and then bring the guard back with that device. It would have done the same thing, only it would have made more sense. All these guards they keep killing, why don't they send them to this fucking chamber that brings them back to life? Like, all these guards that the good guys keep killing. Nope. You're brought back to life. You're brought back to life. You're brought back to life. You can't do shit. I mean, I don't know, is there a fucking limit? Like 2 per day? I don't know. With that resuscitation, the Lazarus pit, whatever the fuck it is. And then James Spader saves a girl. But that's because he's not the action guy. He's not supposed to be. He's the guy who's more into knowing the language, the dialect, the symbols, the archaeology. And then Carolco is the action man. Which, does make sense. But I don't know, I just felt like James Spader didn't have as much to do in the second half of the film. So again, these issues, for me, just for me, make it so that I don't love the film, but I do like it. Like I said, Carolco's a badass. I like James Spader as an actor. It was cool to see both of them in the movie. The score is fantastic. Some of the visuals of the flying ships, and there's some good practical model work, which they would then utilize later for Independence Day, which is a classic, which I reviewed on the channel. I know I reviewed that. And I like Roland Emmerich. That's the thing, I like Roland Emmerich. Moon 44, I didn't love it, but I didn't mind it. Making Contact, I haven't seen it forever, but I remember that being interesting. Fairly interesting. I think there's a Blu-ray out for it. I believe so. It was also named Joey. Maybe one day I'll pick that up. I don't know. I'm trying to think what else there was. Independence Day I love. I still like Godzilla. I liked his Godzilla. I'm sorry. I still do. The Patriot I reviewed with Mel Gibson. I liked that one. Let's see. I like White House Down. Day After Tomorrow I thought was okay. 2012 I had some dumb fun with. Did not like 10,000 BC. I think that's his worst one. I hated Independence Day Resurgence. My favorite of his is Universal Soldier, of course, which I reviewed when I did my Jean-Claude Van Damme marathon, where I reviewed all Van Damme's and all of Dolph's movies, or most of his movies. But yeah, Stargate, I don't love it, but I liked it. I have issues with it, but don't hate it at all. It's just not one I revisit much. So thanks for watching, take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.